Okay. Alright. See here. This is the NOSSCAR Royal Hold on, so I don't mess this up. NOSSCAR Royal Elite Xfinity Series. So far right now,
Kyle, what are you doing, man?
I have actually came in a little bit later, but on pole we have Mike Little in the 46. We have seems like they did have a caution. Maybe they haven't even started yet, but let's go to our series sponsors here for the NOSSCAR. So for Bryce Bead, which is the number 7 car in 5th place. To his car here. His sponsors will be B&B Machine, Bead Motorsports, Travis Barnes, TBP, BMRD Racing Designs, and his mom and dad as well to that list. Another guy that actually sponsors the whole series will be AJ Capola, I believe, with Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcasts, available on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google, and Apple Podcast. But enough of that as we go green here. Seems we'll keep an eye on the 32 of Tyler McMurder as he goes through. There's a little bit of a battle between the 7 and the 9. The 9 is on the bottom with the 7 on the high side. I'm not sure if he'll be able to make the pass or if they're just going to sit and save tire wear. Looks like the 9 just gives the position to the number 7 as he's got the 43 coming from the back. The 35 looks a little bit loose coming out of turn 4 as they're going to go 3 wide into the D-shaped oval. They keep it clean. 43 had to use the apron a little bit to his advantage, but as they are going through on lap 9 of 10, 9 of 10, so 100 laps at Charlotte. It's going to be a big race tonight. It's a long, grueling track, and going to see exactly what happens with everything, but as we take a ride here with the number 9 car, he's got no pressure from the back. He's got no pressure in front of me. I think he's just set on just riding it out and seeing what he can do, managing his tires. Looks like Crum has caught the leader, Mike Little, but there's a battle in the back with the 29 and the 7 of Bede and Jason Metcalf. But back up front with the 9 and the number 32. Looks like the 9 has caught the 32, and I think the 32 is just being more cautious than what he would rather want to see. And so far, 11 laps in, it looks like Mike Little is going to stay the leader as of right now. As they go into turn 3 and 4, it looks like the 9 is going to try to get a move on the 32, but can't make the pass as the 29 kind of drifted up into the 43 of D. Cannon. So far, single file all the way through the field. Pretty sure everybody's just content on where they're running. It is still early in the race. You don't want to use up that fast repair this early in the race, but it seems like they have everything pretty much figured out for the most part. I got home a little bit late from work, so I couldn't really get in everything I wanted to, so gonna have to make do with what I have for right now. There seems to be a guy that is a little bit farther behind. That would be Kyle Cloud. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but he is falling off the pace a little bit. But like I said, it is a long race. It's a 1.5 mile track. Anything can happen. Always got to keep your foot down, no matter what. Stay positive. But it seems Mike Little has starting to pull away from third and fourth as they battle it out, as the 32 looks underneath the 66 of Roussel. Sorry if I botched your last name, sir, but still trying to learn everybody's names here. As the 32 got around the 66 nice and cleanly, now you can start working on the 28 of Hunter Crum. I myself have ran one race in this series, and I told the owner and admin, Tyler McMurder, that I would rather broadcast for him and get his league name out there. You can find NOSSCAR on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at NOSSCARracing.com. If you want to be a part of this league, all you have to do is type in www.NOSSCARracing.com, look up the NOSSCAR Elite, Royal Elite Xfinity Series, and you can get into a ride and into a race right away. It is all free of charge. You get one fast repair. This is round number 8 of 12 in the 2022 NOSSCAR season. They do a Cup Series on Thursday nights in the next gen cars, so that is really good to see how they have ventured on to having a bunch of series put together. As we have a pass for the lead, Hunter Crum has went around Mike Little for the number 1 spot. I think now there's a little bit of desperation. I'm not exactly sure how many laps you can go on a tank of fuel. I will have to try to bring somebody into the booth and see what they can do. Speaking of which, since we got a little bit of green flag laps, let's grab Jason Metcalf. Move that over. Sorry, guys. Jason, this is Dylan in the booth. You got a copy? Jason, this is Dylan in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. Just got to turn my volume up on the. Give me 1 second, okay?
Yes, sir. I can hear you clear as day. I'm pretty sure I will be able to. You can barely hear me, but once you get your volume figured out, I will start asking you a couple questions.
Try it now.
Alright, you got a copy on me there, buddy?
Oh yeah, nice and clear now. Thank you.
Alright, Jason, so far right now you're running P5 in this 100-lap race. You're only 20 laps in. Does the car feel any different from the time that you started the race to now?
Not really. I'm just trying to save tires. I know this is going to be a long race. These races tend to be a long race, so I'm just trying to save tires, and maybe the other guys are going to push a lot harder, and that'll help me out in the long run. But the car feels good so far, so we'll see what happens.
That's all that matters. I hope you have a good, clean race and hope to see you back up here in the booth.
Thanks, brother. We'll talk soon.
Yes, sir. I will put you back down there so you can have some peace and quiet.
10-4, thank you.
Yep. And that was Mr. Jason Metcalf as he is running P5. So far, nothing big so far. This is my first time doing this. I haven't really gotten everything down, so you won't see racing the whole time as I have to pull people in. I was supposed to have a buddy in here with me that forgot what time it was. So right now it's just going to be me doing the broadcast for now, as it looks like the 41's going to make a move on Metcalf. Metcalf's just going to give him the position and just ride it out. Like you heard him say earlier, he's just trying to get some laps in, get the car clean, and at this time, yeah, that I don't blame you. You do want to keep it pretty snug. But it seems, oh, we got Fredrickson and Cloud both making pits. 91 is still in pit road, and it looks like the 35 has just came out of pit road. Go one lap down. Looks like Mike Little started on pole, had the fastest time in practice, had the fastest time in qualifying. His drop back to third. Wonder if he ended up using too much of his tires, trying to pull away from the whole rest of the field. As we go back to the most exciting, as we get on to Mike Little, he's holding off the fourth place of Roussel, but not by much. He is sponsored by Dubby Energy. You can use code LURCH for 10% off, I believe. And then you have the 28 of Hunter Crum going to try to get to Tyler McMurder. But it all comes down to tires. Will they be there? Will they not? For me, personally, I am a racer. I do race. I am a sim. You definitely, especially in the Xfinity cars, you really have to watch your tires and how much you wear them down. It could not be pleasant. If you don't, your car will get super tight and you'll end up putting yourself into the wall, so you definitely got to watch how you enter a corner. We're rolling through the field. They're still pretty much single file, nothing too exciting going on. Looks like the 66 going to try to make a move on Mike Little, but cannot get there as of right now. I'm actually going to switch this. Just give me 1 second. Bring this down. Just give me 1 second, guys. Frame. There we go. There we go. Alright, so now as we sit here, we got Tyler McMurder in P1. It just doesn't really look great. I have to do this on the fly, considering I got home a little bit later than I would like, so I have to do this on the fly. So, right now, there we go. Alright, so we have ventured into 31 laps of 100. Mike Little has a little bit of competition. He moved his way back up to P2 as Hunter Chrome has gotten past him. I wonder, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can go about 50 laps, give or take, possibly. Not 100% sure. But as we're riding around with the 46, let's go ahead and take a look at his car. He's got a nice little patriotic Dubby Energy paint splatter. So I'll go ahead and ride around on board and see what he's seeing and see how much he moves the wheel back and forth, especially going into the corners, and see how much he's letting off as he's braking a little bit into the corner, dropping it down to about 6,500 RPM. But his lead is not turning very far. You can find him on Little's Sim Racing on TikTok and YouTube as well. As we got a battle going on a little bit further back, Hunter Crum and it looks like the 66. They're going to be side by side, going through 3 and 4. It looks like the 66 got a little bit loose. I'm going to hold on to it though. So far, that is the battle to watch, as the 28 and the 66 are both trying to, one, catch the leader. Tyler, oh, the 66 gets a little bit tight and taps the 28 on entry. Here comes the 41. Can he capitalize? The 41 is the Justin Mons. Looks like sponsored by Maconi Setup Shop as well. Nice little setup shop there. Me personally, I use Elite Performance Industries, but they do quality setups as well. The 41 going to make a pass on the 66, going to ride that blue line. Going to make it fairly easy around the 66. I don't think he's trying to hold anybody up. He's going to go work his way around the 28 now with Hunter Crum. I wonder if the 41 has anything for Mike Little or even Tyler McMurder. They have been out for 36 consecutive laps. Nobody has pit. Again, I did come in a little bit later, so I am not sure exactly what had happened on what brought the caution out ever so quickly. But we are here now, and let's go ahead and bring in another guy here. Let's go ahead and bring in Mike Little. Mike, this is Dylan in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? Forgot I gotta unmute them. All right, Mike. Mike Little, this is Dylan McDonald in the broadcast booth. Got a copy. Okay. Be able to. Let's go ahead and bring in Bryce Bead. Just mute that. Bryce, this is Dylan up in the broadcast booth. Got a copy. Well, for some odd reason, something is not working correctly, and I can't bring anybody into the booth. So, with that being said, I guess we're just going to have to just watch and see, and hopefully get people up here later in the run. Broadcast booth. Okay, now let's try this again. Bryce B. This Dylan up in the booth. Got a copy?
Yep, got a copy.
There you are. Finally, it wouldn't let me unmute you. But so far, you are running, I believe. Once it takes over here, let me try to find your number.
11th.
You are running 11th. Okay, well, it's not too bad. There's still a lot of laps left.
Yep, I got in an accident early on, but I'm hoping to get her on back up there.
That is, I was just getting ready to say, how long do you think green flag laps would be, and what lap do you think you would see people come down pit road?
I don't know just yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I did give your mom and dad a shout out. Told them that they were some of your sponsors as well. So hopefully your mom and dad does watch the broadcast and can root you on for see where you can finish in the rest of the race.
Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't really hear you right now. I'm back in the car, and you're pretty quiet.
Oh,
I was down.
good.
I was down pit lane right there, so I was able to talk to you for a quick second while I was getting some fuel tires and a fast repair. But I'm back in the car, so kind of hard to hear.
Yeah, sir. Don't mention it. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put you back down in the lobby with the other guys, and you have a better race, buddy. That was the number 7 of Bryce Bead. He is currently 1 lap down. Looks like Tyler McMurder still has not pit. Mike Little has not pit. The top 3 have not pit at all. Oh, and we got a wreck. The 28 of Hunter Crum has just spun it out. Not sure exactly what happened there, but let's go back and take a look. Looks like the 43 got loose, and he comes up right in front of the 28, and the 28 had nowhere to go. I can't believe that was not a caution. Hunter Crum got the worst end of the stick on that one, but they have stayed green. Let's go ahead and get back to the live. And we'll go back to most exciting. Tyler McMurder still leading this race. The 84 and the 9. Kind of drafting, kind of not. But that is really bad for the 28. It's just going to hold our position here and see what ends up happening. Right now, it seems the 46 and the 32 are kind of pulling away from the 41. The 41 seemed like he could hang. Oh, as Mike Little got in the wall. As I say something about him, he hits the wall. That is no bueno on my part. But it doesn't seem like he had a lot of damage. As the 28 comes off pit road, the 43 goes down pit road, and the 91 is still on pit road. The 91 has not came out at all since that first time I seen him going down pit road. Looks like the 9 slowed down trying to get to pit road, but misjudged where to let off at. As we got the 29 going to pass the 20, past the 9, getting ready to work on his way up to the 84. Going to see if the 84 is just going to give him the spot, and it looks like he does. The 84 just, I think, well, 84 is not going to pit, but the 35 is going into pit road right now as we speak, and it's definitely going to be a fun battle. Here comes the 7 going around the 9. I wonder if the 7 is on fresher tires and has pit. Yeah, he did. I did remember seeing that. But look at the 9. Looks like he just burnt his tires out too quickly. He can't stay glued to the bottom like most of these guys, other guys can. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe they have a set amount of tires that you can and cannot run. Looks like the 46 is going to stay out another lap. We hit the lap 50 mark where it's going to start being some green flag pit stops. There's only one caution, and there was almost another caution, but the 43 and the 28 kept him going. Everybody's pretty much spread out through the field. Nothing really to be watching. As the 7 takes it low and gets around the 84, we are halfway through the race. One caution on for one lap. Looks like the 84 is going to be coming down pit road this time. As the 43 gets around him, the 9 and here comes later. The 9 is pitting again. The 46 going to get around him. The 41 going to get around him. The 28 going to get around him. The 41 is on the lead lap. The 28, however, is not due to him getting in the wreck and not being able to get back out in time. The caution, I felt like should have came out, but sometimes if you're off the track, the caution won't come out. And now as we sit and we wait to see when the leaders are going to pit, as the 28 going to get around the 46 really quickly. Those new tires are working like magic. The 28 going to start working on the 32, going to try to get one of his laps back. The 84 coming out of the road. There's just a lot going on with everything going around. They're trying to stay out just in case if a caution comes out. Having all these other guys pit, what happens is if the caution comes out, they're going to trap everybody a lap down. If that were to happen, there's going to be 4 people on the lead lap. Everybody else will be a lap down, and then the leaders will have to pit under caution, and then some people will get their lap back due to them not pitting. But I have seen a race go completely green. 1 caution, 2 cautions. Then you got other races, different tracks, multiple cautions. It just depends on the guys you race with. And kind of glad it ends up working in everybody's favor. As a 9 goes underneath the 66. Don't believe that is for position, but I could be wrong. Looks like the 66 got in the wall a little bit, but look at this. We have a battle for the lead. The 46 has caught the 32. Gave Tyler McMurder a little bit of a shot, but he kept it straight. Now McMurder has a little bit of damage on his, in the middle of the rear bumper, as the 41 overtakes Mike Little, and Mike Little falls back to P number 3. Here we go. Will somebody be able to get around Tyler McMurder, a very strong competitor in this series, as the 41 looks low, gonna try to use the momentum on his side to get around Tyler McMurder, and Tyler just says go ahead and have it. Learn to live another day. Learn to race another day as well. Mike Little, though, he has not fallen back too far. He is still in the draft of the number 32 and the 41. Now it comes where tire saving and fuel management may come into a factor, as Mike tried to look on the outside, but Tyler McMurder shut the door. This is all going to be a little bit interesting. You got 41 of Justin Bonds on the high side. You got Ty-Mac, Tyler McMurder on the inside, as Mike Little makes a pass on Tyler McMurder going through the trioval. But you got the 41 leader running on the outside as Tyler McMurder starts moving up as well. But you still have Mike Little running the inside, going to try to use anything he can to try and get around on the leader and see if he can lead some more laps of this race before it goes to the checkered flag. Right now, my pick to win this would have to be the 46. The dude is consistent. He's patient. You just can't find that a lot in guys. And yeah, patient. Lets everything come to him. We got the number 32 down pit road. Now we're going to see the 46 come down pit road. The 41 elected to stay out another lap. This could change everything. See how many laps the 41 can go. The 32 has officially came out of pit road. Hunter Crum making another pass on the 66 of Blair Russell. Another thing, this league is very diverse. You have a lot of people from America, you have a lot of people from Canadian. The owner and admin and founder and CEO of NOSSCAR is a Canadian. Tyler McMurder was born in Canada, and he just loves the passion for racing, and he broadcasts it up in Canada, and he took his talents to iRacing. The 41 is down pit road now. Now you have Mike Little in P2, and then you have the 66 of Blair Russell in third. But mind you, the 66 is down pit road. The 41 just came out, but they will have fresher tires than anybody in the field. Now comes the strategy. If a caution comes out, do you pit or do you stay out? Or if it goes green, do you burn yourself up and you get back to the front, or do you just coast and ride? As it sits right now, the leader is Jason Metcalf. You have the 46, the 41, and the 32 pretty much drafting. You're going to try to catch the leader, which is about a half a turn away. See what line they all take. They all take the bottom. They're going to run that white and blue line. That's where your max grip's going to be. And it looks like the 41 has caught back up to the 46. Looks like he's going to take the inside from the 46, making the 46 run the outside. Gets around him cleanly. Here comes the 32. Going to try to do the same thing. If I was Mike, I'd just let him go and race it again. End up getting a run on them both and overtaking them later in the run as they try to catch the leader of Jason Metcalf. As we come to the line, there's 36 laps to go in this 100 lap race at Charlotte Motor Speedway. These three running nose to tail. They should be able to catch the 29 as they close the gap in pretty significantly. They're only 2 seconds back of the leader, another fellow Canadian, Jason Metcalf. Now's the part where do you want to be patient? Do you want to be calm? Or do you just want to push your way up to the front? I know the 41, I know the 32, I know the 46 have the cars to do it, but can they put the laps together, be smooth, be clean, and work their way up to the leader and get around him cleanly? If I know Jason, which I'm not saying I do, I'm thinking Jason will block to keep the lead because he knows at this time the 41, the 32, the 46 are all three of them are on fresher tires than what he has. But it's just, can they keep him at bay? As the 41 looks low, the 32 looks low. The 41 gets around him. The 29 just stays high, just going to let him go all the way around. The 46 going to possibly take the position away as well. He's looking to the inside on the 29. New race leader, Justin Mons. Now the battle for P1 is heating up with the 32 and the 41. They have a little bit of lap traffic. Pretty sure they can get around him. The 84 going to be way low. Let the leaders by. Smart move. I wonder if that damage on the back of Tyler McMurder's car is hurting him or if it is not hurting him. Seems like Mike Little has fallen off the pace just a little bit. But that could come to his strategy, as in taking his time and saving his tires for when it really counts. Well, while they are running single file and not really battling and just letting things go, let's take a look at the standings. And Mr. Tyler McMurder send these. So the standings are as follows. Tyler McMurder is in first with 1 win. Thomas Geyer, who is not here, is in second. Hunter Crum with 1 win. Mike Pittman, who is also not here, with 1 win in fourth. Wesley Straight, not in here, I do believe, with 129. The number 9 of Robert Brenneman in sixth. Rob Shaw in seventh. 8th is the number 1 of Chase Berry. 9th is Matthew Moe. 10th is David J. Cannon. 11th is Justin M. Wilson. 12th is Rob Evans. 13th is Oliver Markow. 14th is 52 of Johnny Rapp. 15th is Savion Tolbert. 16th, Jordan Dwarskick. 17th, Philip Brown. 18th, Philip Wilson. 19th, Mike Frederickson. 20, Brian Wiggins. 21st is Billy Milner. 22nd is Kyle Cloud. 23rd is Jason Metcalf with 1 win. Bryce Bead in 24th with 1 win. 25th is Brady Cox. 26th is Patrick Rushton. 27th is Zachary Stoltz. 28th is Joe Tardif. 29th is Caleb Roach. 30th is Blair Russell. 31st is Stefan Leicht. As a 41, as I was reading those, I noticed the 41 is kind of pulled away from second place of your league owner, Tyler McMurder. Seems like Tyler McMurder has burned off a little bit more of his tire wear than Mike Little has. As Mike Little just made a pass, but as we got another pass on a lap down car as the 41 gets around the 35 nice and cleanly. But the 35 did hit the wall just a little bit and kind of scared the 41. Second and third place are going to make their way around the lapped traffic really easily as well. Now it's a fight to the finish with 23 laps to go. Who saved what and who did not, we will find out in about 20 more laps. Looks like Mike got in the wall a little bit going into the corner. Let's go to scrub a little bit of speed off and put a little bit of cosmetic damage to that right side of the 46W Energy machine. But as we look ahead, it is all clear track for the number 41. The next car in front of him is the 7 of Bryce Bead. Looks like there's a new battle going on the track as the 29 is looking to like he's going to get passed by the 28 who had that earlier incident. That is just something that you don't really want to see. The 28 of Hunter Crum, when I raced with him, the dude is very quick. His throwback scheme that he had at North Wilkesboro was actually pretty inspiring. Uh, Unfortunately, at that time, I was not broadcasting the league, so I could not get that on film. But he had, in my opinion, one of the best looking schemes other than Thomas Geyer with the throwback to Terry Labonte and the number 5 Kellogg's Blue Chevrolet. As the 7 gets around the 73, excuse me. pretty easily. I'm not sure if the 73 is just out there trying to get laps put in or if he's laps down. Oh, Patrick Rushton is not any laps down. He's just riding, buying his time. We have went we now have 17 laps to go in this race. So far it has been the 41, the 46 and the 32 have been the cars in the field. Next week, don't forget to tune in next week as the Nerds Doing Nerd Things has a podcast every new episodes release every Friday. Their last episode was Marvel's Eternals, and next Friday will be Pokemon Legends Arceus. You can find them on Facebook, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Oh, excuse me. Google and Apple Podcasts. That is a series sponsor, I believe. And so far, with this race going this many laps green and only having one caution for a treacherous track as Charlotte is very impressive. Granted, this is a smaller league, but these guys trust each other in running around everybody, and that's just really good to see. As as I can see on the track map here, it looks like the 41 has pulled away from the 46 just a little bit more. They're three wide going down the backstretch. That is something you can't do. The 35, the 29, and the 7, they make it out alive, but here comes the 7 going to get a 2 for 1. Let's see if the 29 may have a rebuttal, but he does not, as the 7 gets around both of them cleanly, as cleanly as he can. We now have 13 to go as the leader just crossed the start finish line. You don't want to miss the ending to this. Anything could happen with the way that they're getting racy right now. The 29 is going to be under fire from the 35, but I don't think anything will come of it. As you can see a little bit, the 35 has a little bit of damage from hitting the wall a little bit. He took a really wide arc in entry to turn 1 and 2. As the 66 comes around, if Blair Roussel going to try and take that position away, as he does in that Toyota Supra. So, let's see who we can get in the booth here. So, not really much people, so we'll get Mike up here again. Let's see if we can get a hold of him. Mike, this is Dylan in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got a copy.
All right, so far you're running P2. You started on pole. I'm pretty sure you had the fastest lap in practice, and you have led a couple of laps in this race. Do you think you have the car to get back up to the leader of the number 41?
I don't know. It depends if he burns up his tires or not. I'm just kind of cruising right now. I got a lot of time in between me and the car behind me, Tyler. And I've already hurt the right sides off the get-go. So
Yes, I did see that you had a little bit of trouble getting into a corner and off of a corner, getting into the wall with your right side of your car. I also did see you give a little shot to Tyler McMurder, the league owner. Did he check up a little bit earlier than you expected, or was that just a miscommunication on the draft in these cars?
it looked like he got out of it. Like he started pushing real bad, and then like I was already in the throttle, and then I had to get back out of it, and then I was debating on braking, and then I was like, oh yeah, I should have.
Yeah, you did send him for a really crazy little side spin there. He held on to it. He has fallen back off of you. He is now about 6 seconds, maybe 3 seconds back off of you. But as the 41 is continuing leaning laps, you only have 8 to go. What is your strategy on catching the leader with 8 laps to go?
I think he's pretty much gone. He's pretty much got it wrapped up.
So that is going to be a strong, maybe second place finish for the number 46 of Mike Little. Thank you very much for coming into the
Yep.
booth, and we will talk to you after the race.
And want to give a shout out to my sponsor, Dubby, and FTI, Freedom Thinking Incorporated.
All right, buddy, I'm going to go ahead and drop you back down in the lobby.
All right.
That was your second place runner, Mike Little. Going to give a little shout out to his sponsors. I've known Mike for a lot of years. We've become really good friends, and glad to see he was able to make it out to this race. As we got a pass, the 41's gonna make the pass on the 73. He's gonna do another one on the 29. Can he make it stick on the outside? With 6 laps to go, it seems like the 41 has this race in the bag. Unless something crazy happens, I don't think Mike Little or Tyler McMurder can catch up, but I do believe they're the only 3 on the lead lap. As we cycle back here, we got the 29 and the 73 just riding out and doing random, or not doing random, but having their laps tick down as the 73 is still trying to get around the 29 but can't do so. We have 5 to go as the leader is coming down the backstretch, getting ready to go into turn 3. He's got the 66 in front of him. He's just got to be a little bit more patient, and he should be good to go. As it looks like the 73 is going to make a move on the 29, and I believe that was for position as the 73 gets around the 29 of Jason Metcalf, and here comes the leaders. The 46 going to take it to the outside of the 29 after he just got in the wall. You heard Mike say he's got a little bit of right side damage on that car. It could be affecting him, but I have seen Mike race. I've raced with him before. The dude is fast and he is patient. Never count out the number 46 car or the 32. He got a little loose going into the corner there. Not sure exactly what happened. Maybe trying to dive it in a little bit deeper than he normally would, and it just upset the car. The 7's gonna try and get to the number 9. I don't know if he's got enough time. He might be able to get there and make the pass. The 41 has caught the 66. He should be able to pass him within a lap or two as we got 2 to go in this race. It has been a doozy. The 29 seems to be a little off pace, but that is all right. As long as he keeps the car clean and finishes, that is all that matters in this race. As the 41 has just went around the 66 and is continuously pulling away from the 46. I think with 1 lap to go, it is going to be the 41 taking the checkered flag as the 9 gets into the wall right in front of the 28. But as they go around 3 to 4, it will be the 41 winning the Charlotte race. Your second place finish will be the 46 of Mike Little, and your third place will be Tyler McMurder. Fourth place will be, as it scrolls through here, Fourth place will be Patrick. Fifth is Jason. Sixth is Bryce. Seventh is Hunter Crum. Eighth is Robert Brenneman. Ninth is Jordan. 10th is Blair. 11th is David. 12th is Mike Fredericks. 13th is Kyle. And the 14th, and in 14th, rounding out your field will be the number 5 of Thomas Geyer. Let's go ahead and get Mr. Tyler McMurder up here in the booth. If he is in the... Not sure if Tyler McMurder is in Discord right now. Let me see if he is in there, and we will get third place in here. But as we wait for his response, I can bring in the number 46 of Mike Little. Here now with me is the second place finisher of Mike Little. Explain to me how your race went and what you could have done differently to maximize your score and get the win.
We needed to get on pit road better and not get in the back of Tyler because I think that hurt the nose of it because it kind of had a little bit of a push after that.
Yeah, like I said, just before the race ended with 10 to go, I seen the little bit of hit that you ended up giving Tyler McMurder. If that didn't happen and you could have gotten on pit road, do you think you had a car for the long run or did you have a short run car?
We definitely had a long run car. We were the first tire stage was probably our best run because we were coming at the end of it.
That is all that matters. You bring it home in P2. Is there anybody out there that you would like to give a shout out to?
Tyler for hosting me. Thank you.
All right, that is your second place finisher, Mike Little in the 46 W Energy. Remember, use I think is it Lurch for 10% off or is it Mike for 10% off?
It's LRS, Little
L
Sim Racing.
Little Sim Racing. You can also check them out on YouTube, Little Sim Racing, and also use LRS for 10% off on any W Energy products. Thank you,
Except
Mike, and we
stickers.
will see
It doesn't
you.
work on stickers,
Oh, it does not work on
but
sticker.
it works
Okay,
on shakers and tubs.
gotcha. All right, buddy. Well, I'm gonna move you on back down to the lobby, and I will get back with you in a little bit. That is our second place finisher, Mike Little. Let's go ahead and bring up our third place finisher, Tyler McMurder. Tyler, you had the
Yeah, you got
car.
a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you. You had the car. I was it the tires falling off that gave you a little bit of problems, or was it the little bump that Mike Little ended up giving you going into one of the corners?
I'll be completely honest with you. I burned the tires up. I was trying to run down Justin Mons at the end. I knew he was going to be fast, and I knew that I think anyways, that the longer I waited, the harder of a time I was going to have at taking the lead. And I also thought if I could pass him, I might be able to drive away like I did in the first run. I led a lot of laps tonight by somehow just driving away. So I had that strategy in mind. And yeah, I burned him up, and all of a sudden, Mike Little was right behind me. I had no choice but to surrender second. I hit the button to let him know to pass left, and the rest is history. But you know what? I can't be too disappointed either. The number 32 Chevy Camaro was super fast tonight, and it was a good points night for us as well.
You do come in as the series leader with leading laps. I don't know if you led the most, but coming away with a strong third place finish. I can't wait to see what you do next week as we go. I believe I can't remember what track it is. I haven't memorized the schedule yet, but I'm pretty sure next week you will be another top runner as we head on to round number 9 of 12 in the 2022 NOSSCAR Royal Elite Xfinity Series.
Thanks very much, brother. I hope you're right. I believe it's Lucas Oil Raceway, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thanks a bunch for doing this tonight, guys. You guys are awesome.
Oh yeah, no problem. Is there anybody you would like to shout out or give thanks?
I like to thank everybody in the league, actually. Everybody has been in great spirits this season. It's our first, actually, it's our second Royal Elite Series season on iRacing, and we're doing our Next Gen Cup on Thursdays for the very first time on iRacing. And it's been a learning process, and everyone's getting to know each other, and everyone's getting familiar with each other. The racing is getting better and better. The car counts are going up. And I just want to give a shout out to all the guys that have been here since the beginning. A lot of these guys actually started in NOSSCAR back on NASCAR 15 Victory Edition. So many of these guys have stuck around in NOSSCAR for many years, and just wanted to give them a shout out.
Well, we appreciate it as well, and I'm glad to be a part of the series and be a broadcaster for your series as well. And I hope this league does go far and see what all comes out of it as well.
5 years strong, brother. Thanks very much.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and throw you back down in the lobby.
10-4.
As we get ready for the race winner, Justin Mons repping the Maconi Setup Shop Autism Awareness Paint. Brother, I gotta say, the car on point. The scheme on point. Just absolutely amazing. What was going through your head with 10 laps to go as you had Mike Little right on your back bumper as he started to pull away? What was going through your mind?
Just hit my marks. Um, I love this car and track combo, so this was nothing new for me. Um, it was just mainly hitting my marks and not overdriving the car, and this thing's on rails whenever the tires fall off. I couldn't mess up if I wanted to there at the end. It just once you get in the rhythm, it's just locked into your head. Um, I just slowly started creeping away and just didn't make a mistake once I got out front.
And you say, you got in a rhythm, and as I seen, you guys only had one caution early in the run, and then you went green the rest of the way. How do you think you will fare next week at Lucas Oil?
If I'm able to make it, because I am part time for this, but if I am able to make it, it's the same kind of thing. You got to avoid the chaos because it is short track racing. But it races like a super speedway. You can spread out all across there, but it can get one dimensional with the high side being the dominant line. So uh, it's definitely one of them tracks. Once you get out front, you just gotta consistently hit your marks and just don't mess up. But you can't slack off either because the guys behind you are more than likely going to be just a couple of car lengths behind you and can pounce on you at any moment.
Oh yeah, for sure. I did notice somewhat through your run. You had the 35, I believe it was a 35, kind of tag the wall right in front of you. Were you a little bit of brown pants moment there? Did you pucker up at all, or were you just trying to stay calm and work your way around lap traffic?
Yeah, there were a couple of Code Brown moments. I was trying to time my passes on them, to make it easier on myself. Where I wouldn't catch them like entering the corner or a bad exit, something like that. I was trying to time it where I was either in the middle of the corner passing them or on the straightaway. But you can only account for so much with your own car. You got to count on them to hit their marks and keep it off the wall and off the concrete. And for the most part, they did a good job. I actually told them as I was coming to the checkered flag to thank the lap cars for holding their line there at the end, making it very easy to navigate. Once I got to them, they didn't make it difficult on the leaders, so I appreciated them being very heads up.
Yeah, you do bring up a good point. The lap cars did not give any trouble to the lead lap cars. It seems, though, as I'm looking at your car right now, you have a pretty clean car. Other than a little bit of scrapage on the front nose and probably on the right side. I'm not sure if you got in the wall or if you happened to tag somebody, but you kept the fast repair. You didn't need to use it, and you actually drove to the front and got away from second and third place in the whole field. Actually, you second and third place were the only cars one on the lead lap. You have put everybody else on a lead a lap down. Sorry, can't English today. Uh, but that just brings more momentum going into the next couple races when you can make them. Before I let you go, do you have anybody you want to send thanks and give a shout out to?
Actually, I got a couple. I'm going to start first and foremost with the guy that's on the hood, NASCAR Sammy, and his autism awareness campaign. For those that do not know, he runs an autism awareness campaign through Twitter for the NASCAR community, and because of that, he has gotten the attention of a lot of NASCAR drivers and the community itself, and all throughout the sport. Uh, and I'm a father of a 7-year-old autistic boy, so this is very near and dear to my heart. So I told Sammy I was going to run a autism awareness paint scheme across all of my series for the month of April because it is Autism Awareness Month. So this is a W for NASCAR Sammy, and I'll be sure to let him know that he needed to watch this broadcast so he can see it. Um, Also, I want to thank Gamer Advantage. They've been with me for almost a year now. So if you're in the market for any kind of blue light eliminating glasses for your gaming needs, or if you're at a computer job, hit up gameradvantage.com and use code Justin Munns at checkout and save yourself some money. They also do prescription orders, by the way. I am wearing mine as we speak, and love them. And last but not least, McConey Setup Shop. I recently became a partner through them. Uh, Appreciate Jeff McConey giving me that opportunity, and his ownership there. He's an awesome dude, a great friend. Got to meet him down in Daytona in the garage area, so got to know him personally. And then my team at Dark Horse Motorsports, which is under the umbrella of Homeland Esports. I'm repping the shirt now, so defend the homeland. We got a dub tonight, boys. Uh, and I also want to shout out my boy Tango Paints. That is the guy that does all my paint schemes. He does a phenomenal job. If you're looking for any kind of paints for iRacing, hit up Tango Paints on Twitter and tell him I sent you.
Well, there you have it. And I will also say, Sammy, we support you in the broadcast booth and all over the world. Autism is no joke, and I love it that you have this paint scheme in honor of Sammy. So we will catch everybody next week on Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time at Lucas Oil Speedway, and let's see if we can keep this going as we hit next week and go through the weeks as well.